Welcome everyone to an arena video. This is Andrea Mengucci. This video is sponsored to you by channelfireball.com and Ultimate God. Good morning. So yesterday I made diamond. Yesterday I played a lot of Sultai yesterday afternoon. I actually didn't win very much. I was hoping to, Alright, 1 second. Let me put a card on the bottom. Probably this is Dread Wanderer. Or I can put a land actually. No, I think I'll put a Dread Wanderer. I have Fiend Artisan to use my extra lands, and I think I'll put that bottom. Yeah. I was hoping to win more yesterday afternoon. I played Sultai in the Platinum ranks, then I made to Diamond, but then I lost a lot to Goblins yesterday. I lost almost all the matches against Goblins. Like all my losses were against Goblins, and I played against a lot of Goblins in Diamond. So I was pretty disappointed, but the deadline for the Mythic Invitational to submit a deck is on Sunday, and I am just very likely to submit Sultai. I'm just seeing new decks. If we lose a bunch, I'll be switching deck to Sultai later today. But so far, it depends. It depends. What do you want out of Magic the Gathering, Skips? Do you want a fun way, to play the game, or do you want a, if you want to have fun, it's totally reasonable to have Craterhoof Behemoth or Dracozeth or whatever you want, just because you go oh, look at this, it's fine, it's fine, it's totally fine to want to play like that. All right, here I could block with Scissor Supplier, but since I have the Correction Tower, I can just add 2 mana here. Do you remember when I told you about the lands? And now it's bad to have lands. Esper Bolas. I don't know if it's you or if there's just a lot of people that ask me about Esper Bolas all the time in the chat. But I'm not interested in the deck right now. Alright, good game. This is not the best start, but what can you do? My opponent curve was very impressive, honestly. Alright, so I'm against creature decks. So I'll bring in Chupacabras, and I don't bring in Thoughtseize. I'll probably bring in Massacre Girl. Now I have to wonder, what do I cut? I'll cut Dread Wanderer. 1 card. I think I'm cutting a Correction Obliterator. My opponent deck must have removal spell. I can even cut more than this. If you play against Heartless Suck, this card is awful. Maybe I should, actually. No, I think I'll keep a couple. That's okay, it's game 1. Why not? It's game 1. We play best of 3 Magic so that 1 game you can draw very poorly, and then the other 2 you can draw reasonably. Buongiorno, Auken Johnson. Buongiorno to all the people at the beginning who also said first. Just to continue advertising some little things, you can check out my Death Shadow video. It's in the free section of Channel Fireball. So anybody could watch it. It's a Blue-Black Shadow Legacy video. It's fun. That deck is very fun. It's not as fun as the Mono Black Storm video. This is more like competitive fun. Then it's just, combo fun. It's always you with the S for talk. Alright. Okay. It's fine. Okay, source of intel. You're one of these person, they're likes to just repeat himself, because one day that'll work. One day that will work. Nice. Yes. What is it? Nice that I drew a spell this game and not just died without casting anything. I'm okay. All right. Should I say nice back? I think I'll say nice back. Alright, so I think I'll play Gate of the Afterlife. The reason is that I just want to land the Gate first before playing any of my creatures, because my opponent will very likely just kill my creatures. Actually, Mr. Feaster, I will be... Oh, Kaboya, it was a good draw. I will be playing... I will be splashing green in my Blue-Black Shadow deck, actually. Because Mr. Feaster said, imagine playing Legacy without green, because he's referring to the fact that Oko and Uro are very powerful cards in Legacy. Although I've been having a great success against Rock Delver, I'm 5-1 against that deck, and I'd be losing a lot against the other archetype, the Znoko deck. That's why I want to splash. That's why I want to splash green for Sylvan Library in the sideboard, which makes a lot of sense with Death Shadow as well. I think Veil is not too powerful. I mean, it's a good card, of course, but it's not too powerful. All right. Anyway, I cannot cast the things that I want to do because I break on land, which means that I'm probably going to lose. But what can you do? Good morning, Jeffrey. At least I have a chump blockers, and I can even draw a card with Crypt Breaker. The problem of splashing with shot is that you don't have enough sources, but against the snow deck, they don't wasteland you, so it's okay. Ah, Rankle too. All right, that yeah, my opponent decks curved out very well. It was very impressive. Very impressive curve from my opponent. Are we going with the losses today? I believe I'm starting with a loss. All right. I want to draw a card or not. I mean, if I draw a card, let me figure out what's my plan to win this game. Because you always have to have a plan. Do you have a plan, chat? Do we have a plan, chat? Oh, mamma mia! I think I'll draw a card. Yeah, I think I need to draw a bunch of cards to get out of this. One is a Prussian Tower. Allora. Let's begin with looting. I'll loot with this zombie army. No, aspetta, questo dice non token, right? This is non token. Alright. Let me think about what to do. Because if I type these three things and draw a card, I go down to 1. Let's say I draw Pyrexian Tower. Can I get out of that? I think I can. I think if I draw Pyrexian Tower, I can get out of that. Because I loot, then I put yeah, I think my only out is Pyrexian Tower here, so I have to draw a card. Pyrexian Tower. Strider. Does that do anything for me? I have another redraw, so let's just try to draw Pyrexian Tower here. Pyrexian Tower. Matthew Folk subscribed with a 20 months. 20 months are so many, Matt. Hello, hello, hello. One day you'll be 20 months like you. I think, Matt, you'll always be on top of everybody else. Have it. Are we going to win today? No, I'll try to win some games. I don't know. Everybody says that this deck is great. I do not believe them, but I'm trying to see how it goes. You start drinking your coffee. Perfect. That's what I do as well. Oh, my alarm is 8:10. Although I don't tune into Twitch until I go live. Do you think this deck is great too? No, I don't. But some of very important people, some of you know, my testing teammates believe that this is one of the best deck in the format, and I have a high faith in some of these people that said those things, so I'm like, let's try this out. All right, my opponent doesn't have a great start. No 1 or 2 drop. I'm not saying that I have a great start since I started with 2 Castle Locthwain. All right, I drew a swamp right on time. Thank you very much, deck. I know that you are you know, just a good old Magic the Gathering deck that gives you the card at the right time. Do I want to attack here? Because these 3 are zombies. I think I'll attack. Though it's very unlikely that they attack me back. You think this deck is really good? Okay. We will see. Every time I play against this deck with Sultai, I don't know, whatever. Ring leader, okay. The leader of the ring. Yeah, this is a combo that I was playing Pioneer. Alright, putting from 4 goblins, but none of them are Muxus, so it's whatever. And they could attack with a ringleader. They don't. Draw a card. End of turn with my 3 zombos. Okay, all the swamps are coming right now. Although we don't have the key card. The last of the previews are so bad in multiples. Actually, you know what I'm doing here? I am doing display of sacking this token for the Protection Tower. I am doing display, yeah. Top 3, tap the zombie, I'm tapping these 3. Yeah. Then I'll play Protection Tower. I'll sacrifice this Amass token, which I'm just gonna recreate. Because if you don't do display, you don't recreate the Amass token. It just puts a +1/+1 counter, which is much worse. Much worse. After I did this little play that seems pretty meaningless, I am playing a Fiend Artisan and get ready to lose to Muxus. Do I want to draw another card to a Crate Breaker? No. Let's pass the turn like this. Which deck would you say is the best for Historic Best one? I think that Goblins is the tier 1 of Historic. And you can build your deck in order to beat Goblins, but you'll probably be losing to lots of other decks. Although they also cannot draw the card Muxus, and their deck is worse. But again, they're very consistent in doing so because they're Ringleader, Mantra, and the Muxus. This doesn't mean that you have to ban the deck, you know. This just means that it's a strong deck that you have to build your deck accordingly to defeat it. All right. Let's go to game 2. Let's see the cyber plan for this deck against Muxus, which is Grafdigger's Cage, and I guess this is Sweepers. I have a Chupacabra. It could be Chupacabra too. I don't think I want Thoughtseize. I mean, it's definitely not oppressive. Like, it's a creature deck. Like, creature decks are always very easy to target. Same thing with graveyard decks. They're always very easy to target. Strategies to beat goblins. I mean, Cage is definitely not a strategy. Cage is a card. A strategy is, for example, a control deck with counter magic. That's a strategy to beat goblins for sure. You want to cut Godfaro's Gift? You want to cut the combo? Could be. I don't know. Honestly, I have just started playing this deck. This is my 2nd match, and I have not been close to win any game. I kind of felt like I'm playing Standard against Modern in these 3 games. But we'll see. So I think I keep on trimming on these 1-drops. They must have Leyline post sideboard, right? Okay, let's try to sideboard out the combo plan. Maybe board in Thoughtseize. And I keep on sideboarding out graveyard synergies. I might have a very expensive curve though. This might be too much of expensive curve though. I have to charge the computer. 1 second. Because yesterday I have been... Basically what we do every afternoon, me and my friends, we just basically do like LAN parties. We just gather and we play Magic all together with our computer. My friends play usually Magic Online. They play Pauper, Legacy, Vintage. And yesterday I played Historic. And I ran out of battery. Alright, I think I'm cutting the Fiend Artisans. I don't know about this sideboarding. Also because Fiend Artisan works very bad with Cage. So I guess I'm supposed to board them all out. And have a One-Dread Wanderer back in. Do you have an empty room for streaming? No, this is my room. This is the room where I sleep since I was a child. Only 23 lands. Yeah, I only have 23 lands. I don't think you can play more, because the deck is such a low curve deck. Madonna mia, this hand doesn't beat any deck, not even in draft, probably. Alright, I am keeping this one. What am I bottoming? I think Stitcher Supplier doesn't work good anymore, I guess, since I cut the combo. I guess it worked well with Protection Tower. Alright, I go Priest to the Forgotten Gods go. Good morning, Sidetrack. Ethans leave their parents until their marriage. Yeah, we basically sign a contract whenever we're born that we have to do that thing. Otherwise, they take away our nationality. Alright, I'll go Lazata Braver and activate the Priest. Summon me 1. I'll sacrifice these 2. draw land. It's a tap land. I mean, why would I ever want to draw one of my 16 swamps when I can draw the non-basic land, right? I am playing another priest here, just to use the curve better. So next turn, I can put Chupacabra one of the chieftain or such. That's an attack that I can get behind. Okay. Now I am going to cast a War Strider and activate the priest again. Oh, I mean, I'm so happy whenever I draw priest in any deck that plays priest, honestly. Oh, that's a top reaver. That's very nice. I'll play it again. And that would pass the turn. And as always, all these things that I'm doing don't matter as long as my opponent draws 6 lands. It can even be 6 basic mountains and Muxus. Because that's the funny thing about playing against goblins, is that you interact with them a lot, but if you play a deck that doesn't have counter magic, you just die to the thing. I'm blocking here. If they have a Gem Palm Incinerator, I'll be okay with that. Okay. I am playing 2 Crypt Breaker, drawing a card, and then I'll decide what to do with the Progression Tower and such. You rented my blue-black Death Shadow deck. Nice! It's very fun. Did you watch my Channel Fireball video? It's only 1 hour, and I believe you learn a lot, especially at the beginning. Don't play Legacy without ever having played the format. Try to at least watch some content or read some Cyber Guide first, because it's a very big like barrier for. It's like a very big barrier format in the sense that it's much different than other formats. All right, here I decided not to play Thoughtseize because I would have needed to sacrifice my creature. I got rewarded by my opponent not having the 5th land. It could have been very risky and I could have died because of that. I don't know. I feel like my deck is too underpowered to not take a risky line. Okay, let's begin with the Thoughtseize. Huh? Let's begin with the Thoughtseize. 2 Muxus. Huh. 2 Muxuses. Okay, I am discarding... I think I'm discarding 1 Muxus because I believe I can beat Muxus here. Okay, so I think I'm keeping this priest up so that when they play Muxus ability on the stack, I'll activate the priest. Here what I'll be doing is just kill this, play Chupacabra, pass the turn with Priest of the Forgotten Gods up. Okay? Okay, so that whenever they play Muxus, I go ability on the stack and activate the priest. Don't attack. Okay, pass the turn. I don't mind about the Krenko. Okay, they go Muxus here, I'll go hold priority. This one resolves, ability on the stack, and I'll activate this priest so that they sacrifice the Muxus. So that at least they don't die immediately. I mean, granted, I can still die immediately, but maybe not. Okay, they just put a bunch of things in play, but 2 of them are Matron, so they'll be... yeah, hold on, I mean... Imagine thinking that your deck is good against goblins. Any deck you're playing. Alright, I got a Muxus. I can go Massacre Vorm and kill these things, but they just have a Muxus next turn. It depends, because if I draw land, I can't. I think I can hold up Priest again. Alright. So they have a difficult choice here with Matron. Honestly, I think if I was my opponent, I would just take the 4th Muxus. Because as long as you have those, you just can't lose. They have 5 lands already. GPG stands for God Pharaoh's Gift, which is a card that I currently have in my sideboard. Alright. So, I am playing... Allora, un attimino... 2, 4, aspettate. Can I play Teacher Supplier? Activate the... No. I just have to play Massacre Boromir. Although I don't have an answer to Muxus. 1 second. I have to figure out what's my out. I guess I have a small chance of getting there with Priest flipping a Thoughtseize. It's so unlikely though. If I draw Thoughtseize with Priest. If I play Worm and Pass, it's awful because I lose the Crypt Breaker to the Depression Tower and I can't activate Priest. And they just play Muxus and I'm likely dying. You have to assume that Muxus wins the game immediately on the spot. Otherwise, I think I am playing Teacher Supplier and going for Priest. And just trying to draw Thoughtseize. Already played my land. Alright, I'll play Massacre Vorm and pass the turn. They lose the same amount of damage with the Priest. I just lost a Crypt Breaker in exchange of getting an out to draw Thoughtseize. Alright, so they play Muxus and let's see. I mean, I'm only on 8 life, so it's very likely that I die as long as they find a nasty creature. Which they do, and I am dead. Alright. Alright, good game. Also Cage would have saved me. You thought you were... Yeah, no, that's fine. We're back. Oh, very good end. Why do I hate goblins? It's not that I hate goblins. I love goblins. It's just that it's a very powerful deck that only needs to draw a card to beat anyone. So, you know, it feels it feels that if you don't play that deck, you kind of hate it because it's too good. Our opponent's playing Mono Black again. I believe this is the first opponent I played against, so it'll be a nice rematch. Alright, I have the Nuts Curve here. I love to have the Nuts Curve. Crypt Breaker less the Prever. Although on the draw, no one has the Nuts Curve. If I was on the draw, you'd definitely lose on the draw in the mirror match, I feel. Jumpstart will return to Arena? Oh, you mean the little event? I don't know. Here I'm just trading. And draw a card. I don't want my opponent to play Spawn of Mayhem this turn. Oh, Paraction Obliterator. If only I had some mana to play it. Do you think goblins will be a problem with the Invitational? I think... Oh wow, I said I didn't want them to play Spawn of Mayhem and I still made them play it. That's funny. That is very funny. Because I lost a life with a Crypt Breaker. Alright. I mean, why would I ever... This deck runs 23 lands. I mean, previous match I flooded out, so it's a point. You won your first game with Blue Black Shadow. Good. I think that the concept of will be a problem, it's always like over think like nothing really is a problem, you know. You just you know, games like this are a problem to the game of Magic. If you just have Muxus, I think it's fun. I think it's fun if like both of the people have Muxus and one of them hit like 16. I think it's fun. The problem for a game like broadcast is I mean, if I'm in my couch watching the Invitational, I like if, I don't know, let's say a Ray Duke plays goblins, I want them to hit 6 goblins with Muxus, you know what I mean? Like that's a good thing that that happens. Meta game, that's another thing. I think mainly it's the entertainment. Alright, so I'm in the mirror match again. I think I'll bring in Chupacabras. Bo. I think just Chupacabras. Yeah, I think Directional Obliterator isn't great. I'll do something like this. Directional Obliterator I don't think is great against black. Plus, like, they ban the card every 3 weeks, so they'll probably ban something, you know, after the invitation, or regardless of the metagame or stuff. Oh, yeah, it is hand. I think I'm keeping, although I don't have any 1 or 2 drop. Can we make 05 with this deck? I believe it's very possible. I believe it's very possible. Okay, that was a good draw. No Massacre Girl? I have a Massacre Worm. Do you want also Massacre Girl? I think Massacre Girl is worse, and I didn't want to cut the cheap thing. It doesn't matter if it's good. It doesn't matter if a card is good to be banned. They will ban it regardless. They just, you know, they don't ban them based on power level anymore for a while. I mean, Moonies, you say if you pick right now, I have to pick in like 2 days. I've already submitted a Sultai for the Invitational. Alright, I'm blocking here with the Stitcher Supplier. Although Sultai is a very bad matchup against Goblins. And, I mean, it's tough against... It's really tough against everybody. It's a close deck, but... All in all, it's... Alright, so I think I'll begin with sacrificing the Stitcher Supplier. I think it's a good start, because if I hit well, I can reanimate as early as turn 3. I'm putting it as Timaret, so... Alright. How many things I've hit? I've hit 4, so I only need 1 more, because I'm taking action on here. So I need to put in the graveyard... I don't think I can. Oh yeah, I have Stitcher Supplier in hand. So I have to discard a creature, right? So I have to discard a creature. What do I discard? Crib Breaker? No. What do I discard? Chupacabra? Because Chupacabra... I really want to kill Timaret, so I think I want to discard Chupacabra here. I'll discard Chupacabra. And then I play Stitcher Supplier. I only need to hit 1 creature to reanimate with Gate. E invece non la prendo. It's pretty unlucky, but what can you do? I could have also just cast Chupacabra. Alright. Unfortunately, I don't have mana to do this thing, so I'm just gonna go Lazetta Braver, Crib Breaker, draw a card. Haven't made a land drop yet, so I might even just draw a card right now. Because if I find a Protection Tower, I can activate Gate. But I passed the turn now. Even if I block, I just put so many creatures in the graveyard that I think the Timaret doesn't stop me. Although, it will stop the good creatures. Wosak. If I go Wosak, I don't have mana anymore. So sure, I have 6 creatures, but this one requires you 2 cards in your graveyard. I'm not blocking. I don't like to chump block in this spot. You can go exclamation mark, Gate, and plus, I believe I have a Carbolev up. So if you hover on the card, you can check the text. Alright, so with Timaret, exile the 2 good creatures. Have any favorite land from Zendikar? No. I don't know. I'm not ready to answer that question. Alright, so I have 1 creature in my graveyard right now. So what do we begin doing? I think I begin drawing a card with Crib Breaker. So next I'll be sacrificing Stitcher Supplier, which will flip 3 cards with the Stitcher Supplier. That's 3 very good creature. And then, so at this point I should have 5, right? Bene. So I go take action, draw a discard Wood Strider, and that's a 6th creature. So now I'm able to activate Gates to the Afterlife and go get God's Pharaoh's Gift. Let me check if it's in, I mean, I probably have 1 in the library. There's 1 in the graveyard, so I can go library. Actually, I can go graveyard. I can cast it from the library if I draw it. Oh, whatever, I'll go library. I'll do that. And now, what do we want to do here? I'll probably just go to combat. Reanimate Chupacabra. Kill the Timaret. Attack for 4. And now, do I want to play another Gate? Or do I want to discard a card with Crib Breaker? I think I will play another Gate. I can just chump block if I want to. We'll see. Alright, good game. So this was my first game that I won after 36 minutes of streaming with this deck. I'm very excited. Thank you. Thank you very much, Wizards of the Coast, for giving me the experience, emotion to win a game of Magic. I didn't think it was possible today, so thank you very much for making this happen. I'm grateful for all the opportunities you're giving me every day I wake up. What do you think of Mono Blue Tempo in the metagame? I think Mono Blue Tempo was never a good deck, not even when it was a good deck. So, I'm sorry, Mono Blue Tempo winner. Sorry, streamers and winners as well, because some of them wins with that deck too. I'm keeping this hand. If they kill my got praised, my hand is a Papega hand, but whatever. Tot sees. Time to retire as a winner? Oh no. We won't retire. I will never retire. I will play Magic the Gathering until the day I die. Until the day I die. I already have plans for my retirement plans is like building a how do you say in Italian is a circolo. Is a circle, building a circle where we only play Magic. It's only gonna be like Cube, Legacy and Vintage though. We won't have any of those young people formats. Yeah, we'll be hating on young people. We'll be hating on all the new things that they do. Like whenever they'll print some of these new border stuff, like they'll print some like Yu-Gi-Oh cards that will be like, oh, those young Magic player. I'm basically being like a Magic player of these days, but you know when I'll it's a retirement plan. You know, some of you already do that right now. I plan on doing that in like, let's say 20 years. Exactly, Moosh. I'll be doing that in 20 years. I'll be like one of those guys of today. The circle of paper boomers. Yeah. Probably in 20 years there will already be circles of like even more, you know what I mean? Like the level of hate towards the new generation will be so high that we'll have so many levels at that point. We will be remembering the good times, exactly. Oh, the good times where we were playing Gilded Goose into Oko on turn 2, the PT for 2 PTs in a row. You know, we'll be remembering those times. For 2 PTs in a row, you can't believe that they managed to do 2 PTs in a row, but that actually happened. I went Gilded Goose into Oko for 2 PTs in a row in Standard. That is something that will be remembered. Alright, so they have a 2-1. That's not very threatening, right? We love non-very threatening things. I think I want to cast Gate. But the question is, do I want to also sack this goat to play a priest, to play Fiend Artisan? Sure. Yeah. Exactly. In 10 years, there will be MTGA boomers. Exactly. It's 4 plus star. Yeah. It's like when you reanimate Fiend Artisan. It's the same thing. It's 1/1 plus. No, sorry, it's 4/4 plus. Yes, I think Veil of Summer is fine if it goes banned. Alright, let's sacrifice this little thing. Loot. I think we win this game. I think the Mono Black deck, unfortunately, isn't very powerful. They have, like, Rankle and, the other thing, which are strong, but the rest is just too weak, in my opinion. Oh, that's attack. Teamart is a 4/4. That is incorrect. It's Teamart toughness is equal to your devotion to black. I don't know, chat. I actually don't know that many rules. Take the action. Va bene. Can I flashback Ghost Rider already? Nope. I guess I could do that if I sack this Chupacabra. I think I just passed the turn with this Castle locking up. But what are we doing, chat? I think I'm actually sacrificing the Chupacabra. So I can bring back the Wood Strider. I'll exile everything that I have, but I don't think that's a problem. I do not think that's a problem. What do I want to keep? I'll keep not a Wood Strider. I think I'm so far away from doing anything with my gates that I'm just... My opponent is on 8, so I'm just beating them down. I just discovered last time that if you animate Packrath with the Scarab God, it loses the rat type. I don't like putting. They queue with their deck. I mean, I've lost to them earlier. Like, I've lost 2-0 actually to them earlier. It's just that, you know. Magic the Gathering decks often fails, and that was one of the cases. Unless you play like Uro, Growth Spiral, your deck is gonna have a high fail rate. If your deck is consistent, let's say, again, I keep on saying Legacy, I don't know if you guys are familiar with that format, but in that format, there's consistent decks and there's non-consistent decks, and that just applies to like every format. Whenever your deck is like, almost does always the same thing, then it's just very consistent. But like decks like this, they can be very highly inconsistent instead. Alright, Francois. Bonjour, Francois. It's not any Francois, it's Francois B. Opponent goes first. Oh, Partial Obliterator. It's the first time I draw this card. This hand can't beat any deck, so I'll ship it. This hand is much stronger, can beat many decks, so I'll keep it. Yeah, I think I'm bottoming a land. I always draw Miller land with this deck, so I'll keep it. I think I'll play Creep Breaker. This gives me the chance of drawing the thing. The Lazarus Reaver. Sultai is viable because of its consistency. Exactly, yeah. You have a bad matchup against Sultai, but... Sorry, against Goblins. But every other matchup you have, you know, at worst 50-50. That's why I like Sultai. You're Francois B. Nebrilla? Maybe you just joined the queue? Who knows? Francois needs a special C. Maybe they don't have... Maybe they were just not bothering. Same thing with Marcio. So I have a chat with Marcio Carvalho, and in Portuguese is A as like an accent. So whenever I want to tag him and I go M-A, it doesn't tag him because he has the special A. So, you know, despite you want to keep your name as it is, I suggest you to just keep it like, you know, Francois, just like this person wrote. Just normal C so I can... So if I want to tag them, I can tag them. Alright, my opponent made me untap with Priest. Round of applause for Priest of the Forgotten Gods. This is the strongest card. Really, really, such a strong card. Opponent, don't kill it. Team response, please, very much. Ah, fanculo. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. I'll take it. The Ass Trophy. It's always a pleasure to get Ass Trophy, honestly. Like, normally I would hate my opponent for playing a removal spell on my creature, but it's an Ass Trophy, so I'm very glad I did that, actually. Yeah, I'm attacking. I keep them offering trades if they want to. Ass Trophy. Alright, pass the turn. Okay, Fable Passage. That's the 5th land. It needs to go Massacre Girl. You think it can hit Mythic fast with auras? I mean, definitely fast. I mean, auras. The only thing that aura does is playing fast. Merda, Scarab God with the mountain? Jeez, Francois B, you just hate me. Alright, chat, I just gotta top deck the thing here, right? Before Francois B exhausts my graveyard. Swamp es no buena. I mean... I just had to find the thing or I die. And... How many creatures are in my graveyard? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need a 6th one, so might as well just sack it now. Good morning, Metal Loveman. Alright, let's get at the gate. Die. Oh, Partial Obliterator isn't a bad one. I mean, even if I drew a gate, I didn't have mana to do it, so I think I'm gonna keep that thing, right? I think I'm gonna keep this thing. Hello, Ox. Maybe I wasn't supposed to suck that thing. I have Massacre Worm in my graveyard. Is this a Chupacabra in my graveyard? Hopefully not. There's a Massacre Worm. They can steal my Massacre Worm. Doesn't Gust make the matchup against Goblins? It's awful. Gust is awful against Goblins. It's really the worst card ever. Like, it's only good if they have Mux. Because the thing is that you lose to Muxus, right? Period. You lose to Muxus. So if you put him on top, it doesn't matter. Like, Aether Gust is only good as a tempo play. You know, it was good against... It was good against, like... in the tempo matchup of Standard, but that's it. Like, the worst scenario happened yesterday where my opponent had Conspicuous Snoopy in play, had Kranko on top, and tapped Kranko. It was just unwinnable. I had Gust in it. It was like, what? Why do I have such a bad card in my deck, in my hand, you know? Even an Astrophy would have been better. If I had an Astrophy, I would have been a better card. Alright, speaking of bad card, Correction Obliterator. It's in my hand. It's in my play, actually. Mengu 09. I think Mengu 09 doesn't win. Yeah, I think we don't win. My graveyard is going to be used against me, indeed. Alright, how many creatures I have? Because I exile all my creatures. Yeah, that's a fun way. But I can't win this game, chat. I can't. I think this El Dios Escarabajo defeats this here. Good game. It could be a Niv deck. I didn't think about it. It could be a Niv deck. Yeah, totally. Alright, so playing against Niv. Powerful deck. I guess I kept... I mean, like I said multiple times. Obliterator is here for the mono red, mono green decks. It's okay. I understand Dr. Lord, it's okay, but I think that's too tight as in pressure. So you give them time to just redraw the Muxus and redraw land, you know? Nifmiz are reborn, exactly. Fight till the end. That's not my stream. I give up a lot. I am a give-upper. A profession give-upper. I think Chupacabra is a nice one, though. Maybe Thoughtseize is needed here. Maybe not on the play. Let's try with this configuration. That's what you thought. That's also what I thought. But as I said, you don't have pressure. Yesterday afternoon that actually happened. I had an Aether Gust in end and it didn't do anything. I cast it and it felt like I was delaying the game one turn, but it didn't matter. I give them. It's like you know when you be like, oh, it's a time walk. Sure, it's a time walk, but they don't do anything with the extra turn. Like, people love to say that Aether Gust is a time walk. It's like probably one of the favorite thing for people to say. But sure, it's a time walk if you can exploit the time walk. Time walk on turn 6 with empty board is not a good card. Plus, that's not really a time walk, so you don't draw an extra card. Alright, speaking of drawing extra card, that's what we're going to do right now. So that's cool. I can play Essence Scatter, sure. Yeah, I mean, I can play Essence Scatter. That, definitely. I was playing, I didn't think about it though. I was playing Gust. But then Cheville Bane of Monsters? Wow, that's wild. That's wild. The Bane of Monsters. Alright. Speaking of monsters, I think I'm just gonna draw a card right now. Because if I draw a gate, I'll play it. I wonder if I want to use... I'll cast both to use this tower. I'll have to sacrifice this supplier. I might do that. I can cast so much. Boo, I might do that. Nah. Yeah. Alright, and I have the option to play double Fiend Artist. I think I'll do that. Fiend Artist can go get something. Or just attack. I mean, my opponent has a 1/3 Death Touch. But in my deck I have 3 Chupacabra, so I could draw that too. Right? Draw Svampa. Allora. At 5 lands, I can go get Chupacabra, sacrificing a Creep Breaker with the Fiend Artisan, then attacking. I think it's a nice play. I have to basically give up everything I have, but I think it's a nice play. So I'll suck this. Actually, let's do this. Let's tap this. Pay 4. Auto pay. Direction Tower sacrifices a creature. The Fiend Artisan ability sacrifices a creature. I go get Chupacabra, kill the Cheville, and attack for 8. You find Style as a bad matchup against Red Black Pyro? I don't find that matchup. I have Scavenging Goose as a Cyborg 8. But you don't really need Cyborg 8, you just have an Extinction Event. But also Uro, they don't answer Uro. I found that matchup to be actually quite good. Plus, I haven't really played against that deck a lot lately. Back when it was a popular deck, I was beating it with. All right, that's a good game. All right, we won the third game of the stream. That's exciting. Opponent Extinction Event. Oh, we would have lost if they had an Extinction Event. Do I want Thoughtseize? Maybe on the draw, on Thoughtseize. Actually, I think this is fine. I don't know when I want Thoughtseize. I don't know when I want Thoughtseize. Glue, 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 glue. You think Sultai is overrated? I hope so. I really hope so. So that they won't ban my Uro. I really hope it will be overrated. Alright, Francois B. I'm keeping a very good hand here. A body one shoots. Land Crypt Breaker. And I've turned to either discard a card or just play Fiend Artisan. Cheville, Bane of Monsters. That's a good one. Ooh, oh, change of plans. I play this. I never liked Mono Green. I'm sorry, Full Fire. It's just not my style of deck. Some people win with it. I've lost to it a lot yesterday playing my team Nib. But it's just I will never endorse anybody playing Mono Green. But it doesn't mean much, you know. You can still play anything you want. Wow, it really needs a Steward on. Sorry, I haven't seen this card in so long. +2 Scry 2. Oh, I missed the good old +2 Scry 2 effect. The new Jace is a similar effect. It's even +1 Scry 2, I think. Alright. I put in as the Cheville thing. Okay, I think I'm gonna play like this. I'll play Mina Reaper. They'll be using Cheville ability. Cool. But I'll be doing a lot of good value here. Drawing 3 cards this turn and adding 2 mana. I wish I had a war strategy that wouldn't draw and gain 3 life, but I'll bet. What do I want to do here? I think I'll lower the last Prever for next turn with the Priest so they don't know it's coming. Bunny Babe, relax. Don't need to be so... Okay, I mean, sure. It's fine. Alright, I'll go Plane, so they're missing like one card. Ah, defeating Clarion. You're welcome, Full Fire. Oh, you mean Mono G Planeswalker or Mono G Aggro? Because I thought you meant Mono G Aggro. No, Mono G Planeswalker, I like it. I thought you meant Mono G Aggro. Alright, so they Clary on my board, which is not a good thing. No bueno thing. Relax. I don't know, I feel like very aggressive, but that's fine. I guess it's the internet. It makes everybody feel more aggressive than what they are. The lack of seeing the person in face to understand their feelings is definitely a thing. Alright, I have 4 creatures in my graveyard. Oh, okay, perfect, Full Fire. Yeah, no, I like Mono G Aggro. I think I can't put Chupacabra on these goos, right? Whatever, if they get a mana. No? Maybe not. Because if I cast Niv Mizzet, Sure, they have a 6/6 unbeatable, but they also draw cards. So I think it's just a bunch of things that I can't beat. So I probably should just play Chupacabra here, right? And just hope to draw another spell next turn to curve out better. Opponent's playing supposed to Niv Mizzet. That's I think that's yeah, I mean they have Giganta, they have Sultai basic. Alright, they go 0. Ooh, that's a nice one. This Nissa reminds me a lot of the new Jace chat. Eh? Do you think there's a Dimir deck that's good? I'm not so sure there is, but could be. Dimir. There could be, yeah, that could be a Dimir deck that's good. Dios Escarabajo is a good card. I mean, game 1 they did play that card. Good night, Bunny Babe. Mitos on the Troid, no. Hello, Baya. Yeah, definitely. Last time we've cubed was 2 days ago. I went 1-2 with the classic artifact deck, and my team lost. So that was the last cube that I did. Cool thing. I just do like classic, take all the signets and take powerful, expensive cards. Okay, to get back, I mean, there must just not have much. I mean, same thing for me here. I wouldn't mind drawing. Master Pool, expensive. Master Pool's on a 2/2. You love to see that. I wouldn't mind drawing not a land. Or even a castle if I really have to draw land. I mean, they now play Giganta, and that's a 5/5. No, it's quite 2 top. Makoma 2 top. Alright, I just want to see your opponent cast an Niv Mizzet, the Perun. No, not the Perun, the Reborn. No, opponent's playing Niv Mizzet, Linux. You haven't never heard. It's one of the best deck in Pioneer. It's my favorite deck in Pioneer. At least that GPG mana. Yeah, I guess that's the card I want to draw. Alright, cast Niv Mizzet, please. One time cast Niv Mizzet. Eccolo lì! Niv Mizzet, the Reborn, Spradabamate. Drawing, Dark Tactics, and Tyrant's Coordinate. That's all. That's weird, but sure. It's okay. If I draw Niv Mizzet. No, sorry, Niv Mizzet. If I draw. Oh, but you got it. The GPG. That's not GPG. Actually, let's try and maybe I can still get out of here. Maybe I can still get out of here. Alright. It's the time where I need to top deck. Right here, right now. A card. Alright, good game, Opponente! With my product! With my product. Your subscription didn't get through the volume, so I guess I have to sing it. I have to sing it. Turu turu tu turu tu 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 turu tu. Gifting us up to Wine Out Mizzet Hype. Tu 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 tu. Ah, tu 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 tu. Allora, qua come alright, earlier the microphone unplugged, and when the microphone unplugged, somehow the volume of the whatever, I don't know how to explain it, but it is what it is. Alright, we're back to full screen. You're now a sub, you are. So we won one match with this deck in 1 hour. I believe that is a pretty good record for this deck. So thank you very much to whoever invented this deck. I hope my opponents will play it at the Invitational. Thank you, MK Sneaky, for the 12 months. 12 months is so many months.